All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you're joining us live, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're watching on the recording on YouTube, welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel so you can take advantage of all the current shows, all the previous shows, all the shows coming up. There's over 500 there. It is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring to you these wonderful speakers who are sharing their wisdom, their teachings, their experiences, their processes, their meditations, their just so much knowledge and wisdom is crazy. So today, my dear friend Siddhii Shah is back with us, and we're going to be talking about the explosive transformational potential of Goddess Mahakali. And so, some of what we're going to discuss today is, why Goddess Mahakali? What is Goddess Mahakali's essence? Who is she? Right? What can we do to connect with this deity and seek her guidance in everyday life? A mantra that can help us connect with this goddess and speed up our manifestation. Do we need to invest in buying or placing Goddess Mahakali's idols, pictures, etc. at home or in the altar? And also, Siddhi is going to give us some remedies that will help us to have our spiritual awakening with Goddess Mahakali as well. Siddhi is going to be leading us through a guided meditation as well during this live call. So stay tuned for that. And so, just a little bit about Siddhi. She is a guiding light, right? And over the past half decade, she has established herself as a transformative force, empowering more than 10,000 individuals through her profound readings, life enriching healings, enlightening workshops, and mind expanding mind power programs. Siddhi's journey is more than a vocation, it's a sacred calling, a relentless mission driven by a singular purpose to empower 1 million souls, guiding them towards lives brimming with happiness, vitality, and profound meaning. This mission takes tangible form in Yana's Healing Studio, a sanctuary that nurtures a diverse community of gifted healers and readers, all passionately dedicated to advancing the well being of those they serve. So, we'll talk to Siddhi a little bit more about her healing journey and her gifts and talents and abilities that she's going to be sharing with us today. So, everyone, please join me in welcoming Siddhi back to the show. Siddhi, welcome.
Thank you so much, and a big namaste to everyone. Uh, Today's topic has been so very close to my heart for the kind of experiences I've had with her, and more than 500 students' experiences who've learned to heal with her. So, without further ado, I would want to at first establish why do we need her in our life, uh, as such, any other deity. There has been a reason why all of us have chosen to take birth in this era and time. A soul decides, and a journey all our souls have taken over lifetimes. And I would want to talk about that for a while and then move into the part where Mahakali can come in and play a role, if that's all right. And I've created a little PPT to support with images that I would like to bring forward as a story. The story is kind of metaphorical, but you will relate with it because our souls have been going through that life after life. However, there are very interesting parts to which I would want you to pay attention and think over it. Whenever you come across something that makes you think, pause for a second, take a deep breath, and if you have some comment, please leave it in the chat window here so that all of us can pay more attention. So just give me a moment to open my PPT here because I would like to begin with the exploration of how our soul's journeys have been. It starts with a life. While a person is leading through the life, the soul is guiding from time to time. It has the moment of waking up when we all are sleeping and guiding our subconsciouses as to, hey, you need to do this, this is the path, or why don't we have a calling for that? And the soul keeps nurturing us. It has a purpose, and the soul is guiding most of us, not our brains, not our lives, not our hearts. our thoughts, our emotions, many things are defined by the soul and the kind of imprint the soul has over the period of lifetimes. When it is time for the soul to take a leave from a body, which is a very natural process, what really happens after that? How does the soul really decide upon a plan? I would want you to dwell upon it for a moment. The soul, when it is the last 7 minutes for the soul to completely integrate itself and leave a body, there's something that happens. It's like a big screen opens up in front of the soul, showing the review of the life. What really happened, all the good moments, all the challenging moments, all the important moments of soul's life. And this kind of makes soul realize of the entire journey in this life. How was it? In this, there are learnings that the soul has taken. There are happy moments and good things that the soul has done. All of them are combined. Once this review is complete, what really happens then? Once this review is complete, the soul finds itself standing in front of the universal forces. At this point in time, the soul's guides may also be present with the soul just to support. And a review is taken. Review of how many good deeds have you done, what all has gone wrong, and how many learnings you need to take more. Now, this is one of the most important parts of the soul because here's when the soul decides, makes very important decisions as to, hey, I have 5 more learnings to take, I have 7 more learnings to take. Do I need to take them in one life? Do I need to take them in 5 next lives or 7 next lives? Take it easy. But some of us brave souls decide to take so many learnings in one life. Why? Because we choose not to take so many lifetimes to have these learnings. And then what really happens? What really happens when the soul has decided that I'm going to be taking so many learnings in one life, or I'm going to be just taking one learning in one life, I'm going to be taking it easy. It is a very decisive moment for the soul. Now, once this is decided, the soul is then sent through a doorway. Where exactly? To a room full of so many souls who are waiting to take their learnings, take their births. But what the soul is going to do here? The soul is going to meet with all different souls and make contracts. What kind of contracts? The soul has already decided maybe to take a learning in health, take a learning in money energy, take a learning in any other aspect of life, such as relationship. So the soul then decides to move from one soul to the other, to the other, asking, hey, will you come into my life and do this when I'm 15 years, when I'm 16 years, when I'm 25, depending on whatever the soul has decided to take up as a learning. Come into my life, and why don't you trouble me? Why don't you question me? Why don't you try me? So that I become aware of certain thing in my life. I take this lesson, I take this learning and choose to move forward. So this particular soul went to the very first soul that came across and asked for this learning. The other soul refused, saying that no, I cannot do it for you because to do that for you, I will have to undergo a trying time myself. So the soul moved to the next soul, and the soul agreed to give some kind of trying time because it matched the kind of learnings they had to internally take. The soul moved to the next soul, and next soul, and there are so many contracts that are signed over here. The soul chooses who's going to be parents or parenting the soul. The soul chooses who's going to be the partner. The soul chooses so many different aspects as, hey, at the 15 years of age, I'm going to be learning this. At 25, I'm going to be learning this. I'm going to enter this transition when I'm going to be 35. And that will last for 5 long years. All of that is decided, and kind of a soul contract happens. What happens next is very interesting, because when the time comes, the soul takes a birth. But when the soul takes the birth, is constantly bound by this time. Bound by this time, the clock is always ticking, because when a moment is going to come, it is going to be coming with a learning. The soul has forgotten about contracts. The soul has forgotten about these trying times that it has to go through. And now the clock is ticking, trapped in time, defined by time, and so much more. So much more is happening. The soul also goes through closed doors. So many doors just close, waiting for one to open, waiting for something good to come in to their own self, to their own soul purpose. Now, at this point in time, who really can help the soul to come out of the cycle of karma, cycle of repeats? Do you think it would be someone who has power over time? Someone who can change the time, a power. When the soul is needing help, going through the tough time of health, going through the tough time of relationship, maybe the soul is grieving or struggling in money, it reaches out. Who all can this soul reach out to? There are so many things around us. We can reach out to the elemental forces around us. We can reach out and correct the magnetic forces that are around us or influence us. Some of them are the planetary forces. We try and correct them, wearing crystals, wearing colors, wearing so many other things. And there are said to be rulers of these magnetic forces. Certain kind of angels, certain kind of devas, certain kind of dragons, higher forces are said to be ruling the magnetic forces, elemental forces, and all of them that are around us. I'm going to be very specifically talking about certain kind of devas, and in fact, very specifically, goddess energy, who is said to be the creation itself. When I talk about the goddess energy from the aspect and perspective of Hinduism, in many other cultures also, there are three kinds of goddesses that we often come across: a goddess of prosperity, a goddess of knowledge, and a goddess who's said to be the power goddess or the warrior goddess. In Hinduism, it is, she's called Shakti. The form of Shakti is very vast, because at any given point in time, she can take so many different forms: form of a nurturing mother, a compassionate guide, a beautiful wife, and also a warrior goddess. The divine Shakti here that I'm talking about has been known with so many different names, such as Durga, Parvati, Kali, Mahakali, Matangi, Kamala, and so many more. There are forms to her. But one of the most fierce powerful divine force is called Goddess Mahakali. Now, let us understand for a moment from where and how did this name come into existence. Mahakali. I'm going to break this name down for you for all of us to understand what it means. Kali, it literally means in Sanskrit or Hindi someone who's dark skinned. Kal also means the cycle of time, the flow of time. And we see this happening in our life that there are repeat patterns, there are so many other things going on, and we all are stuck by it. But one force that rules the time, that form is called Mahakali. Maha means bigger, bigger than the time, someone who can intervene in the texture, in the intricate weaving of time, is called Mahakali. And that's why this name was given to her. The masculine form of Mahakali is Mahakal, one of the Shiva's forms, right? But here we are going to be talking about Goddess Mahakali, the ruler of time. We're going to be knowing about so many interesting different aspects of Mahakali. Are we all excited and ready to know more about who she is, what kind of power she holds, and how can she help us in so many different ways of our everyday life's rut? And not only that, our ascension, our spiritual awakening, and moving forward. Yes? All right. I'm very excited to move forward. Let us look at this picture. Here we see a fierce goddess, but with a smile on her face. This is one of the pictures of Mahakali standing on Shiva. There are certain aspects to her which I would want to point at. Whenever you look at her, you will see her beautiful hair open and flowing. This aspect of hers represents that she is fearless. Whenever it is something that is troubling her disciples, her children, she will not wait for a moment, take her weapon out, which is a sickle, and just speed up. In some of the Hindu texts, Puranas, Vedas, it is written that what other deities and devas cannot do it in months, she can perform it in minutes. Because of this particular aspect of ruling the time, and also she is a warrior goddess with speed. So the sickle that she holds also represents speed. You will observe that she's not wearing any clothes. That is because she presents herself the way she is. There is no pretense. We take many different avatars when we wear different clothes. Sometimes we are those professionals, uh, professional speakers. Sometimes we are those geeks. Sometimes we are those beautiful brides. Sometimes we are just very casual. With every time we make a change, we change our appearance, we change our avatar. But she represents herself as the way she is. Some of other aspects that we see on her is her garland, is her skirt. Now, these are representations of she absorbing all the negative forces that are active in our life. Now, what could these negative forces be? We often define them as black magic, someone's projections, hooks, anchors, portals. What I'm trying to bring forward is that this goddess with dark skin is a great protectress. While we are healing with us, sometimes we also observe that along with that golden light, a veil of dark energy also comes in to to protect you from all kinds of harm. I would like to, before moving forward, I would like to bring forward an example or few of the case studies that I have from my students and people I've worked with when it came to Mahakali healing. When they started practicing healing with her, it is a necessity that you invest your 21 days and few minutes in one day, about 20-25 minutes when you do your practice healing with her. While doing that 21 days practice, something very magical they experienced, all of them differently. So, some people experienced that their habits that were not suiting very right and they were not able to give up on them naturally started just leaving their side. Some people naturally started craving for greater food, more nourishing food, more nutritious food. Some people gave up on things that they were not able to, their addictions for a very long time. Now, people who were going through breakups and grieving found stability. People who were going through financial crisis had some kind of magical opening and they just started flowing in. They just thought of it, opened up, it came in. Thought of it, opened, and it came in. But one of my very dear examples is this lady who was suffering because she could feel and sense a lot of darkness in her home. There was no trace of happiness. Every time she tried to make the entire space very, very joyful and happy by putting some plants or getting something else, the plants would go dead. They would dry up. Not even the plants were able to live there. And this confirmed her belief that there was some dark energy around. That's why she came in to learn about this particular goddess and how she can help. In next 21 days, new life started springing out of those dead plants. The space started becoming happier. People would sit, eat together, and laugh. These are the kind of transitions, transformations that this goddess brings our way very, very swiftly. So, why do we also see that Lord Shiva is at her feet? There's a very interesting story behind that. I'm just going to tell you the gist of it very quickly. That she's a force and power that cannot be stopped. And she is in her full speed and elements. Her consort had to lie down on the floor to stop her because when she stepped on him, she realized that she's made a mistake and she stopped. But there is no force, it is said, in the universe that can stop her. So you will see a lot of fierce pictures. However, I would want you to know that she's a very compassionate goddess. She's often misunderstood. She is someone who gave refuge to all kinds of energies that are there on the planet. Souls that we say. Souls that have departed but have not found their home. She would help them. Souls who have departed but feel attached with a place because there's something unresolved. She helps them resolve. And people like us who take refuge under her. She's the one to straighten things up, is all I wanted to say. So, what are the kind of benefits we can expect? I've just listed down a few, but there are so many more. If we are going through something and wish to detach from all the unnecessary. Secondly, when we have this need to power up ourselves, we know that we can do it, but we are simply victims to lethargy, or we are procrastinating, or not feeling up to it, lack of confidence. Next is when we feel closed and clogged from all the sides, and we need open doorways. We need to heal any kind of repeating cycles. Now, this could be a karmic pattern. We need to heal our shadow selves, cut out hooks, anchors, portals, and also heal the problems from our past life if we are carrying any one of them. Today, we're going to be doing some work that will help us establish a deep bond and connection with her. And this will also help us seek everyday either guidance or healing energies. This is a mix of meditation, mantra, and methods. So, are we all ready to dwell into this? If any one of you would like to pick up your pen and a paper to note down a few things, this is the right time to do it, because I'm going to be giving away two different mantras that will help you facilitate this process for you. But before I move there, I would like you to know that what kind of time investment you will require. Does 3 minutes sound right? All right. 3 minutes is all that you will need to invest for your meditative mantra uh, experience. You can begin with just 1 minute and slowly increase the time. Second thing I would like you to note that these mantras are just one word. So you will be able to remember them very clearly. But one word mantras are said to be having power like that of a nuclear fission. They're very explosive in nature. In which way? Firstly, they bring speed with them. They could be rapid transitions. They could be rapid changes in the way you are maturing your soul. And that's why it could be uncomfortable for people. And that's why I'm asking you to invest only 1 minute to begin with and slowly progress with time. Now, as I said, this divine form of Shakti is many different forms. One of them is Kali and one of them is Durga. Goddess Durga is a beautiful wife, a warrior goddess, always wearing a smile. And I'm going to be giving her Bij mantra first and then explain you as to how we can use it in our everyday life. So either you can take a screenshot of the screen I'm going to be sharing or just note it down in your book. This mantra is called not doom, but doom. Please understand the pronunciation I'm making for this. It is the doom. And this helps you empower the lower chakras, that is, all the way from your solar plexus or your navel to your sacrum. Clear them out, empower them. So, this naturally brings in a flow of money and good relationships along with it. But this also helps you awaken your Kundalini and enhance your beauty. So, these are two extra benefits that we get with this mantra. Now, I would want you to try this out for yourself. Okay. When you pronounce, how do you pronounce and where can you feel it? So, close your eyes and start saying it or calling it out like dum, 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 dum. Take a moment to realize and feel where exactly it has impact in your body. Where do you see it or feel it? You can see sacral and root and holy bone. All right. Where else? Others, sacral and root as well. All right. Does did it feel like a dong was just getting played in your lower abdomen, like a little pulsating vibration, yeah, in your navel or little below your navel? Yeah. Those of you who are mentioning solar plexus, yeah, I would want to tell you that chanting of this will help you empower your immunity as well and slowly bring solar plexus to its balance. This is largely felt around your navel or little below your navel, and that is where it plays very loudly. And this is how you're supposed to be chanting it. So, what all do you need to prepare before you begin chanting, and how should you be breathing when you're chanting? Before you begin chanting, you need to be slow breathing, easy breathing. If you can, let your breaths go till your lower abdomen. Very deep breathing and ease it out. And when you're chanting, take a breath, say dum, another breath, dum, another breath, and dum. Let the sound's vibration reach till there. You can try this out right now. Also, let me know what kind of difference did it make for you. I can read more profound with breathing, right? It is. It does get channelized very easy with your breathing. And this is the way to do it. This is the way to be chanting the one word beej mantras. These are called seed mantras because they have unmanifested potential like that of a seed. A seed has the power to create fruits and have an expansive tree coming out of it. This is how it is. All right. Now I'm going to be giving out one more value addition if you choose. If you choose, you can do this. All right. And when should you be doing this? I'm going to be showing you mudra. Mudra simply means a hand gesture when we choose to hold our fingers in certain ways. So, in which particular way do you want to be holding this? And when should you be? First, people who are having a little low time in the day, feeling depressed or stressed about something, and you wish to be finding answer to that nagging question or solution for that particular problem that never seems to just go out. At that point in time, you can do this to power up yourself. The mudra I'm going to be showing you is also called Durga Mudra that fills you with lot of power. Doing this while holding that mudra fills you so much of power and empowers your confidence as well. So look at my hand. This is how you place it first. Put your thumb between first and second finger, just kind of folding it and close it into a fist like that. Very light and gentle. You don't need to put pressure and simply easily place it on your lap Facing up, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and for a moment, go on chanting Doom the same way and tell me how you feel after this. Lower it down slightly. And you can rest it. So I can see that it concentrates even more in the pelvic or more powerful this time. You can also feel it in your throat and third eye, right? Did you feel that something was expansive about you when you were doing it? Your confidence also rises. Now, couple of more benefits because you all can already experience it in the lower abdo. If you know someone who needs help with PCOD, with any kind of stress related, ovaries related, or the reproductive system related healing, this chanting of this has shown multiple benefits in multiple different ways in these areas as well. However, one thing to note down is that these mantras cannot be chanted during your menstrual cycles. You must rest it. Rest of the days you can. So, after your morning routine is over, you're fresh and ready, that is the best time to chant this. Right? Everyone has got this right. Any questions about this? I would like to answer them before I move forward and explain one more mantra to you. Expansion in the back of plexus. Yes. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. I
So,
believe.
Siddhi, I was just going to say, I actually had discomfort in the sacral area, but I know I have issues with the sacral area. So, is that possible? Why?
Yes, that is also why. So, in your case, because you know that this back was hurting, it will heal sooner, it will renew sooner, right? In other cases, if anyone else felt it in the back that way, it could be because some kind of energy was just getting released. This mantra begins acting like an explosion right when we start chanting. So, explosion in a very good way, it begins healing with so much of power comes in, right? So, after a while, observe your back. I'm sure you would find good energies and good power to go through the day and see how it works out for you. I'm sure it will heal very quickly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Multiple other applications that you can do along with this is take a bottle of water. If you have someone who's just stressing over work or stressing over something at home and you want to just give them energized water, just hold it close to your heart chakra and start chanting this for 3 minutes, and you can give this bottle to them, right? If you Now I'm going to add more applications to this as I explain the next mantra. Are we all ready? Yes. All right. Opening it up for you on the screen. Make a note of this mantra also. It is written this way, cream, but chanted in a way which, just listen to me, it is cream. Like dum, this is not very short, but even though when you made it very short, like cream, 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 it is going to be having a great way of working with. Now, this is Bija Mantra of Goddess Mahakali. Now, what does it help us with? It opens up doorways and pathways to spiritual awakening. It helps us with guidance seeking. If any one of you is practicing any kind of readings, meditative readings, or some kind of divination readings, this will enhance the intuitive power for you to be doing your reading. So, before that, also, you can perform this chant. Those of us who are simply seeking answers from the universe or wishing to build a better connection with the realm of angels, with the realm of devas and divine guides, this is also going to be creating great opening for that. And most of all, those of us with desire to make more money, desire to make our relationships more loving, and also create an aura full of love, this is a great mantra to chant. Again, start chanting. The same rule applies here. Start chanting just for a minute. Does not matter how many counts in a minute. You don't need any other tools with you while you're chanting. Just go on chanting. And breathing is going to be the same. Take a deep breath, so cream, or take a deep breath and say cream. So take this moment for yourself. Slow it down and start observing which part of your body you can feel this mantra in. Slowly rest it. Also, let me know where all did you feel this mantra actually showing its effect in your body. Did you identify? Yes. You all are right who are sending the comments. You will largely feel it around your head and sometimes opening up your heart. Yeah. This because this mantra fills you with love energy so much that it also has this effect on your heart chakra, which is very, very beautiful. To go with this mantra, I would like to give you two different mudras to be used at two different times. So, those of you who wish to work for spiritual awakening can try this one out. First finger and thumb, tips of them joining together. This is called Jnana Mudra, and just place it on your lap. And I'm just going to be showing you the second mudra as well for people who wish to be manifesting something. Last two fingers and thumb coming together. Last two fingers, your ring finger and your pinky finger, and your thumb coming together and place it. Yeah, this is for your manifestation and powering up manifestation. However, using just the first finger and your thumb together brings in spiritual awakening. You can hold or fold your thumbs in the mudra of your choice and think of your intention as you close your eyes for a minute. The first one is with the first fingertip and the thumb. Gently place your mudras, your arms on your lap, fold it, fingers. Think of your intention. With deep breaths, make your intention very powerful. And this time, start chanting cream for a moment more. Slow down your chanting. Take deeper breaths in between. Let it work on you. And when you feel completely easy, you can open your eyes and drink some water. You can rest it then. Do let me know about your experiences. Was easier to concentrate. Yeah. You might also be feeling that very quick and rapid changes in your energy must be coming in. You're going into a deeper state, or you're experiencing depth in your thoughts, or suddenly calmness around you. Also, is one of the byproducts of chanting this. Beautiful. I'm very happy for your experiences that you're having. Isn't it easy just investing 2 to 3 minutes? This mantra chanting, just taking care. Have your breathe while you fold your hands. That's it. These are like those 3 minutes healing capsules and make very profound changes. So what you did just now must be just a few chants, investment of 1 minute, and just one day. Doing it day after day, every day, opens you up, your soul up, to such profound level shifts coming in your life. Now I'm going to be giving you one more way of working with this particular mantra chant. Cream is a mantra chant, also has the ability to create a protective shield all around you and very powerful. And you can combine it with one of the objects that you wear. So, what I took out is one of my rings. If you have any piece of jewelry that you would want to energize and use as your protective charm, if you have or would like to create an amulet out of the pendant that you're wearing, take it out, wash it, cleanse it, smudge it if you'd like, place it between both your palms, and start chanting cream. Now, this time, your intention is set to protect you from all that is negative. That's it. After 3 minutes chanting, wear it. Every day, you need to chant over it for 3 minutes. That's it. You don't need to invest any more time. No need to do anything else. Just get your breathing correct, and that's about it. Yeah. How many of you feel it's very easy to do this? Right?
Oh, that's so easy. I mean, like it only takes a few minutes every day or whenever you need it, right? I had a question for you about this, Siddhi. So, can the mantra chanting be done? Should it be done out loud or can it be done internally?
Right. So there are three ways of doing mantra chanting. One is out loud so that entire room can hear it. One is like a whisper that only my body can hear it. And one is in your mind. I'm going to be talking about all three of them and effect it leaves. Okay. When you're chanting the mantra out loud, and let it spread in the whole room. It clears out the space, works on the space, not you. It'll work on you because you are in the space, but it works on the space largely. When you're whispering it, so that only your body can hear it, the sound is not going very far. It works on your health, your physical level, your material level. Yeah. But when you begin chanting them in your mind, it works for you at the spiritual level. You can choose any one of them depending on what would you like to work on. If you would like to work on the space and clear it out, chant it out loud. If you'd like to work on your health, whisper it, or simply chant it in your mind and let it work things out for you spiritually.
So if you wanted to work on manifestation, like one of the mantras was for manifestation, so you would whisper that. That's, I guess, right? Not it doesn't have to be loud, but it should not doesn't have to be internally because it is for the material world, right? So unless it's spiritual, then you do it internally.
Yes. I would also like to put forward one very simple and easy ritual for those of uh, you or anyone here who's a little more ritualistic in nature and likes to have candles or something around which adds to their manifestation. All you need is just a paper like this and write your wish. Write your wish or whatever you wish to manifest, chant over it. Chant this mantra over it again, 3 minutes, and then light a candle on top. Use color red, a red colored candle. Those of you who like to work with diyas or lamps, you can choose that as well. This brings more passion, more speed, and the goddess energies, uh, good fortune. So, these energies together with this chanting builds speed to your manifestation. Yeah. So, I hope you find it
Awesome.
very
Good. Thank you. Um, so do you burn the piece of paper or no?
no. You can
No.
use it next time until your manifestation comes to fruition, and then you can simply send it out for renewal or let it go in water or bury it somewhere, but don't burn it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Wow. Lots of wonderful information. I love mantra chanting. I have to admit, right? It is one of my favorite things to do. um, but I've only ever done mantra chanting for spiritual growth, not for manifestation or anything else. A little bit of healing, but not definitely not enough. So thank you for that.
Now, uh, just a little heads up for people who are more meditative in nature. Can I just give something out to you? Chanting of both these mantras with interval. For an example, start chanting Doom, have an interval of 5 minutes. And within this time, explore all your chakras or your inner self, your inner universe, to see where all you can power it up and what all it needs. And then chanting cream and observing the guidance from the external universe is also a great meditation that you can do. I will see if I can do with all of you today, and we have that kind of time. I would guide you into it. We all will have the opportunity to experience it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So before we do that, though, I wanted to take because we're at the top of the hour. I wanted to take a moment and talk about the package. So I'm going to share my screen. I hope if I'm on the right page. Oh, hold on. Just going to share my screen quickly, and then we'll do the meditation. All right, so I think it's a very simple package offer. Basically, it's the Goddess Mahakali healing workshop, which is happening at the end of this month. Oh, 22nd, March 22nd. So what can we expect in this workshop with Goddess Mahakali?
So, in this workshop, there's going to be an attunement that will connect people with Goddess Mahakali. There's going to be an entire process as easy as what we did today, but it goes into the aspect of healing every chakra, healing certain kind of complexities in life. So you are going to be getting more learning in that, and learning of an entire process of about investment of 25 minutes every day that can change many different aspects and realities of life. So this healing process is taught, this is attunement, and getting to know more aspects and essence of Goddess Mahakali. It is very, very simple workshop, but very great beginning for people who are waiting for a very long time to make a change in their life. So in this, people also learn to work with her yantra. Yantra is the sacred geometry symbols of Goddess Mahakali. How we also use them for our everyday healing. So yantra, mantra, and the healing process.
Awesome. And so that is on March 22nd, which is a Saturday, and it's 10:30 to 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's 3 hours. Is there a recording or no? Because I know there's an attunement, there's probably no recording, right?
And no, the recording will be available for next 3 months. And in fact, for
Okay.
next 6 months, as many times this workshop repeats, I will keep sending invites for people to come in, um, get the experience all over again, renew the learning, revise the learning, brush it up, go back to the practice.
Awesome. And so this is really important about who this package is for, right? So some of us may be going through evil eye, black magic, etc., right? Stagnancies, like stuck in your life, in your career, uh, grief when it comes to breakups, relationships, right? The shadow self for sure. Uh, Willing to empower relationships and money energy. So some of us, would like to maybe look at having a new relationship. Who knows? And we could always use more money for sure. Um, and empowering the feminine side, bringing in protection, because I know some of us definitely need to have more protection in place, and cutting down some of those negative cords so that we can move more freely in the world, right? And so this package is $40. And of course, there's some wonderful testimonials here and feedback from people who have worked with Siddhii. There's there's much more information about how she works and who she works with, how she helps people in all of her different programs. You can take a look at that as well. And so if you're an inner circle member, please use your gift code. There is no payment plan for this because it is only $40 for the workshop. But if you're an inner circle member, of course, definitely use that. This is something that a lot of us, most of us, can definitely benefit from. I think all of us could definitely benefit from. And not just the protective aspect or the clearing the negativity aspect, but the manifestation and also um, receiving the attunement of Mahakali in our lives.
It is a great connection to have. And most of all, it is going to be extremely easy. The way, if you found today's work to be very easy and effortless, you're going to be learning a technique which is equally easy, effortless to make these great transformations in your life.
Yeah, we definitely want easy and quick, and because lives are pretty hectic these days, and there's always so much going on. So definitely, and what we did today was so easy and so quick. And you could feel and receive the transformation that's possible. Um, okay, so now do you want to do the meditation now, or was there anything else that you wanted to share before we go on to that?
Uh, if anyone has any question, I'd like to answer. Otherwise, we'll straight up move to the meditation.
Okay, so if anybody has a question, you raise your hand, and then you can unmute. 1 second. Anushka is asking, is it as powerful on the replay if you can't be there live?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. So, attunement will be sent remotely, and you will be able to have the time to receive it for yourself. However, I would love it if you could attend. If you cannot, you will have more opportunities. Yes,
Yeah,
it is most powerful.
yeah, but the replay, the recordings are going to be just as powerful. Not to worry about that, Anushka. Yeah, yeah, great question. I've done workshops with Siddhi before, mostly live, but some have not been able to attend. So then the recording is just the same, just as powerful. No difference really, because the attunement happens remotely anyways. It doesn't happen specifically during the workshop. It's beforehand, right?
Uh, no, these days we've started moving into the format of giving attunement live, but for those who are not going to be able to attend it live, we make a note of that and send it to them
Awesome.
in the way they
Okay,
receive it.
perfect.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, so no worries there, Anushka. And anybody else, if you have any questions, just raise your hand or type your question in the chat. Um, Otherwise, we'll go on to, yeah, we'll go, we'll go on to the meditation because I know this is going to be, again, really powerful. The energies of the goddess for me are always so powerful. So I always look forward to working with the goddesses, whether it's Kali or Lakshmi or, whoever else. But yeah, they're quite strong.
Thank you.
Okay, so go
So
ahead.
before I move forward, I'd like to put forward a few things. First is my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who've joined and stayed, or maybe watching this later as a replay, for doing this exercise with me and choosing to make this transformation. Secondly, after this meditation is over, my request is to simply let the call end so that people can stay in the bliss and enjoy this for a couple of more minutes. What we are going to be doing is not going to be very long, simply because the power of these mantras is very intense in its nature. So I'm going to keep it very short. However, with time, the same meditation you can do on your own and invest more time into it to get more benefits and get used to these energies. That's all I wanted to say.
Awesome, thank you. So because we're not going to end with our regular blurb at the end that I normally do, because I just want to stay in the energy as well. So I'm just wishing you all a wonderful weekend. And of course, go back and watch and listen to the recording. It'll be out in a little while. And then, of course, take advantage of the workshop with Siddhi on March 22nd. Okay? So awesome. Thank you so much, everyone.
With this gratitude, let us begin. Requesting all of you to please close your eyes and place both your palms in receiving position. Take in a deep, deep breath and begin relaxing. Observe your legs and relax. Observe your hip joints and relax. Observe your torso, your arms, and relax them. Observe your shoulders, your neck, your face, and relax them. Take an easy and deep breath in. Let the calmness inside of you begin spreading all around you. Your focus slowly moving towards your navel. And you take another deep breath. You can choose to close your palms in a fist with thumbs between your first two fingers. And we invoke upon the energy and presence of Goddess Durga to power us up, awaken our inner beauty, let it exude and enhance our external beauty. Give us strength, courage, protection, and power. With this, another deep breath and begin chanting Dum, 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 Dum. Om, chanting it in your mind. Slowly pause it for a brief moment to observe how golden energies have begun surrounding you, protecting you. You take a deep breath again and chant Dum, 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 Dum. Go on chanting. Slow it down. Dum, 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 and relax. Very intently observing your navel. From there, expanding your attention to the universe inside of you, observing all your chakras, now focusing on your heart chakra, one of the doorways to peep into your universe. Look for any signs. Look for any asks or messages from your heart. If your subconscious or your soul comes forward, let it come forward and tell you something or ask something. And relax your palms. Now, simply beginning to observe your third eye chakra, and then your crown chakra. Take a deep breath and say, cream, 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 cream. Go on chanting. Pause for a moment to now observe your third eye chakra. Once again, a couple of chants of cream. Take a deep breath. Say cream, 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 cream. And relax. Observe your connection with the universe. Look out for any messages from your guides. Or you can choose to send out a prayer, simply enjoying the moment of your connection with the universe. Once this is done, take a deep breath and set an intention to protect yourself. And for 5 more times, chant cream, 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 and relax. Fill your heart with gratitude and join me as we thank Goddess Mahakali, all our guides, gurus, masters, teachers, our spirit guides, guardian spirits, and the universe for this beautiful, beautiful experience. With this, I, Siddhi, on behalf of me and Alara, thank you for having this experience with us. Thank you. We let you be with this blissful experience. Spend a couple of moments with yourself and do leave the comments later. Thank you so much. Thank you. We can end this call so that everyone can spend some time with themselves. Drink some water, hydrate yourselves. Thank you.